Where was the Myrmica? EA! Myrmica! Where? Yeah guys, I indeed forgot to mention the Myrmica rubra colony in the last video. So, today we will do a small update on the colony. I say a small update because not much has happened with the colony so far. Let's quickly recap on the colony. I got the ants a couple of months ago. The colony was in great shape and it had not one, not two, but 6 queens. Because this colony was pretty small, I kept them in a test tube. Later, I moved them into a fresh test tube with ringsert. That test tube I attached to a Wakushi small Outworld. Nothing else happened with the ants. They laid some eggs, but not as much as I was hoping. With a little amount of brood, they went into hibernation. I cleaned their Outworld before they went into hibernation, because they made a real mess. Meanwhile, the test tube was very clean. Right before hibernation, the brood was at larvae stage. Keep this in mind for later. Then, the ants went into hibernation. Funny enough, during hibernation, the workers still foraged. I thought this was pretty weird. Let me know in the comments if this is normal. As you can see, the colony did not change at all. Which is actually a good thing. Looks almost exactly the same. All larvae. Moving on to their Outworld. Oh my god. This is easily one of the grossest Outworlds I have ever seen. These ants are so messy, but keep their nest nice and tidy. This Outworld was kinda uncleanable, so what I did was move them into a brand new Outworld. Attaching the test tube was very handy thanks to the Outworld test tube adapter. Now, the ants have their own all-in-one setup, which is very nice to move around. I fed them some fruit flies and filled up their liquid feeders. Couple weeks later, it was feeding time once more. Since the fruit flies were nothing really, I fed them 2 crickets. I crushed the heads of the crickets so the ants would have no trouble eating them. I put them in and the feeding could start. Since I don't want this video to be too short, let me tell you a little bit about the species Myrmica rubra, since a lot of people want them and they are kept a lot. Myrmica rubra are also called the European fire ants. They make large nests and can have multiple queens. In the wild, they usually like to nest in wood and under leaf litter. These ants can make soil nests, but usually don't do so. As you might know, Myrmica rubra can sting. They have a stinger in their gazer that defends them against predators. These ants are not hunters, but foragers, so the stinger is mostly used in defense. So far, I have not been stung by my ant colony, so I can't tell you if it hurts. It probably does not hurt a lot. And that already brings us to the end of this video. A small update about the Myrmica rubra. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video. But before we end, I present Fire Ants.
No fucking regret!